So we're in an area known as Hull to the surfers, or Friars Well, some people will call it as well. This is the driving entrance here from Checker Hall section. It is a little narrow, so be careful when you're coming down through here, because it is obviously a two-way, and it's very narrow, especially when you get into the hill itself and the windier bends. So just exercise caution coming in and going out, of course. We're going to take the walk down that the surfers would normally take, going down to Friars Well. As I said before, we used to call this Hull. A lot of people refer to it as Hull still. Some people call it Friars Well, but anyhow, this is a very, very popular surf break. It only really gets into good condition when the west coast is like huge, absolutely massive, because that way then you get a really nice swell that comes in here. It has a perfect right barrel. Some of the best conditions on the rights, definitely on the west coast for sure. And we will follow this here. We've done it once before, but we'll come back one day when there's a better swell, and then we have the better equipment now, a little better equipment, and we'll be able to give you a little better version of what Hull looks like. But in the meantime, this is what it looks like on a calm day with an ultimate low tide. I'm looking forward to this actually. You can see in a minute. I'm not too sure how much this will edit out. We may edit out some. We may run it as a full video, not too sure yet. We'll see how that goes. But you've been on some live vlogs with us into this area, and we're going to do one later this week. I'm hoping sometime this week. Anyhow, in the very near future, we can do a live vlog over there. So we're not going to talk too much about that section at the moment. We're just going to show you how beautiful it is. I'm going to give you a 360 of where we just came down, so you can get an understanding of what it looks like from the beach in case you want to come that way. Or you can park down in Moontown, just down in that section, which we will see another day, and walk your way up here. But remember, a lot of year, some of this beach is not here. At high tide, you would not be able to get any points at many times in the year. So get ready to get wet if you're coming this way for sure on this beach. But here we go. We're going to take it from here and bring it back to this point. Let's leave the most beautiful section for last. Hi, morning, how are you? Absolutely perfect conditions. Look how glassy and lovely this water is, transparent. It's just like looking through a glass on your shelf. Absolutely beautiful. Stunning morning. Alright, so we're going to work our way this way. As I said before, don't know if we're going to have the whole vlog on this, or if we're going to do the whole video on, or if we're going to edit out, but we'll see. All depends on how you feel, how the situation looks and stuff, how difficult it becomes. I do have the option when it's not a live vlog to not use it at all. If I find out here is not what I'm hoping it will be, we will definitely not be putting this up. But it's so much beauty, I'm sure it will anyhow. Look at this sea, man. It's like crystal clear this morning. Oh my goodness, how perfect can you want it, man? Isn't this beautiful? Wow, let me tell you, let's hope up here is good and makeable. I would really want to go around this point with you, but I said before, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the challenges are. A lot of homes, really nice homes up on the cliffs up here, more like call them villas. They're really beautiful. We're going to walk off a little bit from the cliff and do a little bit out as far as we can, so you can get a better view of how up here is as well. It's just beautiful out here. I don't have on the correct shoes today, believe it or not. I brought another pair in my boots, because this is not our official venue for today. I had somewhere extremely special. I don't want to call where it is, because I don't want to miss the opportunity of bringing it to you first, of course. But there is one place that is absolutely special around here now. I've done it once before. However, I haven't done it for many years, and the conditions today, although the tide was perfect, the winds and the swell that was coming in didn't work well for that area, so we'll do that another time. Right, out here is a little bit slippery in these shoes. These are certainly not like my other ones. My other ones would have come across here without any kind of slippage whatsoever. You know, We will learn next time. Travel with everything. I don't know how I could come down here and not come prepared that way, because I always say, bring everything with you. Well, guess what? I didn't. I was so convinced that we were going to end up where I wanted to take you that I didn't even think about the backup plan. The backup plan's here, but out here is extremely slippery in these shoes. It's like really walking on glass, man. It's rough. I'm not too sure if he's going to handle this here. I may have to put this off because of how slippy it is. I don't want to go there and injure myself, and then tomorrow I can't be out there with you on your live vlog to give you your piece of morning beauty from Barbados. So yeah, we'll see. We do it gently and see how aggressive it becomes out here. It's really just the moss, it's not the terrain. As you will notice, it's not a hard terrain to walk on. It looks quite comfortable. As I said though, the only thing is the slipperiness, and these shoes do not have the holes that the other ones will permit the moss to go in them, sort of like to give you a little extra grip on it as you're walking. These are more of a flat sole, although they are letting in and out water very nicely at the moment from what I'm feeling. Their slipperiness is definitely a little bit noticeable. I would say these would be great for, like, you know, west coast walking, not this kind of cliff walking here we're going, well, not the cliff, but not this kind of reef walking we're going on. All right, this moss is not too bad right now. We should be good for go a little further. My plan is to walk from Hull to Maycott's Bay. I want to see how this section is that the cliff here is. I knew now before the homes were built, I used to get along this cliff okay, but these homes are, I mean, the last time I came here, I would have done, I don't know, I would probably be maybe in my very, very early 20s. So that's what, I want to make sure I get this right this time. That would have been like 27 years ago, 28 years ago, somewhere in that vicinity. Jeez. I got my calculator with me today. Let me tell you, I'm struggling, but he's still working. Alright, so far everything is looking great. I might just bring this in the full video, let you have the fun of the walk with me, let you enjoy the beauty of the scenery that we're encountering here. And one more time, I didn't come prepared with an umbrella either. That is in the car. I don't even know I call it umbrella. We already know what it is. It's the Skywater force field, but we didn't bring that with us this morning. It's in the car, but I'm not going back for that. I don't think it's going to rain. We shall see how that goes. It's not alive, so if it doesn't go well for me, as I said before, I edit it out, you wouldn't even have a clue. So, see how that goes. Alright, yeah, a little bit tricky here with the slipperiness. We're going to probably do maybe about a hip deep, something like that there. As I said, it's not really a very rough terrain where we're walking. There are not a lot of loose rocks. There are some loose rocks, but more of my concern is this kind of moss that's here. Alright, what we do is we go under the cliff a little bit. Sort of like a ledge here that you can get under at this moment. I don't know. I'm sure you wouldn't be able to do this at high tide. I'm confident of that because the amount of moss that I'm seeing on this section here would indicate to me this is always water on top of it. So high tide, I'm sure, would be very difficult to get around out here. Yeah, we're back onto this kind of slippery stuff. You're going to check it and see. Maybe we go a little deeper. Go down the rocks itself a little more maybe. Come around. See how that goes. Alright, I'm going to walk with you for a few seconds, give you a few pan arounds as we're doing so, just as we go through a section here so you can enjoy the sounds of the water, which will be going around you right now, and also just the sounds of the sea itself in general. Let's take this walk in, enjoy. Lots of little caves and stuff all along here as well. This is like any of the cliffs you would find, especially the Hackton cliff areas and stuff. Remember that all of those inland cliffs with the caves and stuff would be formed along the waterline. I would tell you the north as well too, but I don't know how many of you get to see that, but I know you get to see the Hawkins Cliff area with the caves and stuff, even though it's distant sometimes. Okay, got a little set here breaking, so we'll just hold a second in here, see how we go. It's really a beautiful morning. It's a perfect tide for this, that's for sure. We won't be able to do this at high tide, without a doubt. Well, not with camera equipment. And I think even without camera equipment, you'd be probably pretty much wet right up to your neck. Because it is definitely a little bit deep here in some spots. You can see there's an outer shelf again, we're seeing in this area here. Outer where it is, and then it's a little pocket that I'm actually walking in, like a little trough that's running in here. More of like a loose rock and sand. Alright, we're going to try to that next point. See if we can get there. And if we can get there, we hopefully will see some light of day beyond there, because this is getting a little more difficult here at the moment. Well, to juggle equipment and watch when I'm walking and pick out sections that are easier to walk on and be slippiness. What a beautiful, beautiful place, oh goodness. Oh, steps. I wonder if that leads to a property. We'll have to investigate that a little further. Yeah, getting a little bit more challenging here for sure. It's getting a little deeper and stuff. Alright, let's hold on this here now a little better. The other hand in case I have to dip my hand down. You're gonna have to go back on your high section again. Hopefully it's not too slippy. Let's work our way up slowly and gently. In case it has any slipperiness, you can detect it before we do. Go on, fully committed. Yeah, it does feel a little bit slippery. Not as bad as I felt the other sections we were on. It's a little bit more mossy, so it's not too bad. Okay, this is the Arawak cement plant. That is the original name of it. I'm not sure what it goes by right now, but this is where our main cement is generated from, the section. There's also another one here as well. It's located in the Bridgetown area. We'll talk about that when we're down that section. But we'll just show you what we're here for right now. Beautiful, beautiful beaches all the way down. I mean, that's right down with Fish Spot. You're seeing there quite clearly in the center of the screen. And then beyond that, you go into the corner where it goes into Six Men's, where we were last week. And right down into Haywood's Beach as well. All right, we're working our way up and down and up and down. See how we get through here. Going back would be a lot easier for me, because I'm just going to fold up the camera and put it in the bag, lift it above my head and roll. That's for sure. A little more challenging here. Got to lift it a little bit and stuff, but you all will appreciate. It's a lot of water beating through in this section. Again, we're down in a small trough area, carrying about hip deep of water. There is some coral above us on our right, so what we can do is maybe work our way towards the cliff itself and use it as a counterbalance and see what this feels like. See if this is slippery. It does feel a little slippery, a little tender. Definitely underfoot. A little more difficult to walk out there though. I need to get up on the higher elevation. Even if I've got to really take my time and work the way across here. We'd like to bring you as much of the coastline of Barbados as possible. Where we can't get the actual signal itself, we're going to be bringing you and showing you whatever we can in 4K. This is a good day to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. They said the only time I've ever done this, or the only couple of times, was on the cliff, and that was years ago. That was before the cement plant, or about the same time as the cement plant, somewhere around that time when it first started, when there was no real construction up here. But now it's a lot more difficult to get through up that section for sure. Can't get across the cliff really at all, not since the Arawak cement plant has gone in. So, little pockets, little caves, little overhangs. Beautiful. This is Barbados, people. This is what you're looking at. This is real Barbados. This is the coral, beautiful foundation of the island. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, here we go again. Testing out everything before I put my foot down too hard. Definitely got some slippery sections here. You can see that kind of moss on this surface. There's more of the slippery stuff. The longer stuff is not too bad, but it's more like a carpet. Doesn't have any give at all. The longer stuff will actually tend to give you a little bit of a grip itself unless it dislodges. But this here, yeah, this is the one that will put you down. So be careful when you're walking. Always test your steps before you make them. And that may not even stop you from having a fall. I can tell you that from personal experience. But at least you go down a little more gentle because you're sort of like better prepared. You know, here's very slippery. This is one little challenging section here. It'll be too deep if I can't go over the top. Yeah, that would be too much of a challenge for sure. You know, we're here. Let's hope we can get down as easy as we got up. This is heavenly for me though. I know I'm talking to you all, but there's no one around me right now. It's so peaceful and quiet, so calming. Absolutely a treasure to be here right now. So if you get the opportunity to experience this, you see what you're going to be encountering. We're showing you the type of moss and surfaces that you'll have to deal with. So it is sort of like, I would say, I would rate this right now because of the slipperiness and stuff, probably a little bit of the incorrect footwear as well. I think if I had my other shoes, I would probably be gone a long time beyond here. But we're going to be cautious. So I would say that it is, I would rate, if you're rating from 1 to 5, 5 being most difficult, I will put this at a 4.5 for sure. I just give you extra 0.5 as a chance for something to be more difficult than this, but this is quite challenging. As in, no, that would be in my age category. So probably like a 3.5 for a younger person. But for me, it's a little more challenging for sure. So I rate this about 4.5. But it is definitely challenging, and if you have the wrong footwear, you're going to go down. And as I said, it's challenging because I have a camera in my hand, and I have a gimbal holding, so you know the safety element becomes much worse because, or much more difficult because I could easily walk around here in chest deep of water and get around, but that's not what we can do right now. Wow, from that point into another point, so I'm not too sure where else we're going to go from here, but we're going to try it a little further. We can only get just to the next point would be good. I used to give us a little bit of beautiful coverage of over here. Got some rain up on the south side. Let that stay on that side, please. I see the cloud overhead here, but if that happens, we gotta go in one of these underwater caves here. Well, not underwater, but in the cliff caves. Wow, a bit ticklish out here for sure. This one has me a little more cautious, and I'm seeing just a pocket, a little, like maybe so far 10 or 15 little cobblers, sea urchins. I don't see any, like before, there's no way I could have walked across this reef here without being hammered by sea urchins. I mean, that is for sure. But right now, hardly any on the inside section here. Not sure what that indicates, but I've seen that all over the island. Some say it's a heating of the water and stuff. I don't really know. Different versions, of course. Ooh, yeah, got a few here in this section for sure. Small ones, but definitely a few. Show them this, give me a little close up. This water pulls back a little bit. You can see them just buried here in all the little holes, but they're smallish ones. But I don't have all my other shoes. If I had all my other shoes, I'd be a little less worried. You see, I really would like to go, but each time I get to a point and say, well, maybe we get a clearing that we could go in on, we find another point. So we may just go to the next one and see how challenging that is to get there. As I said before, we've got a few sea urchins now for sure showing their heads. Got to be even more cautious now. They'll all be buried around the edges as well too, so you've got to be careful you're lifting your foot, you don't kick the edge or something. Yeah, this is definitely, you need the right shoes for this job. As you can see, it's quite deep in the drop-offs, so you don't have a choice really but to stay on this mossier edge, because if not, you really would be in trouble. Little caves everywhere, break-offs to the cliff, more indications that this piece was originally from that one. You can see the actual break-off sections and the blue piece on top balancing as well. I like that green up there though, that's nice. Maybe we are coming into an area that I can go back on top on a fishing trail or something. We'll see. If I saw a footpath going on there, I would run for that for sure. Right now you don't see it. So as you all can see, we're really doing a lot of cliff here. This is not something that I would advocate that you come and do unless we had a really good ending, because it's quite challenging to come around here. And all this cliff and stuff you can see in other areas without actually having to take on these challenges for sure. Just beautiful, beautiful coral though. I mean, if you want to see something different, well, sure, out here is lovely. You can see similar in land, but you can't really see this with all the growth and stuff on the reef. This is beautiful. It's really a beautiful spot. I'll take it back. Maybe some of you would enjoy this here. Got a nice little ledge up there as well. Sweet. See a couple of little sprinkles coming down now, not sea spraying like that, actual sprinkles. So we're gonna be monitoring our heading now again. No sky water force field. I don't believe it. I came so unprepared. I always tell you all, man, be prepared, make sure you have the right equipment. Well, I left home with the right equipment for what I was planning, but so, this is the first time I put these shoes into the water. These are the ones I would use, or I've been using a lot for like sand walking and going supermarket and stuff, because I like saying light and comfortable. I don't put on a big lot of shoes and stuff. And that was outer section may have been easier where we are. I'm seeing quite a bit of sea urchins now, but it's beautiful. I'm going to edit out probably some of the quiet spots. Just bring you back in as we get further on. I am definitely feeling rain now, so you can look for a little bit of a cliff overhang because it's getting fairly heavy as well. Whew. Yeah, this is a challenge. I would definitely rate this as being a difficult challenge. I would say a 4.5 no matter what age you are if you're walking with camera equipment. This is a challenge for sure. And this is an ultimate low tide. I mean, an hour before what the time where I am right now and later, well, we will have a completely different story. So I'm going to have to gauge my leaving over here to get back across. As I said, I'm probably going to go in a different way. We'll see. I was hoping to maybe find a footbridge or something up in this section here that we could use to go around. Maybe we will. We'll soon find out. We're almost in a section that looks as though it may be turning into something a little different. I know the fishermen would not let this area go unfished, so I am sure there's some paths somewhere up above. But I'm not sure where they start. We hope we will find it. It's beautiful though. I mean, even although it's a commercial entity here and stuff, the whole area is just so beautiful. I'll give you a little pan around again so you can enjoy some of it as well. Really lovely. What a little piece of sand to stand on here. That'd be a nice treat. I might not sink and get it in your shoes. It's not relevant. I just want to get somewhere I can feel pretty comfortable to walk without the concerns. Alright, so it definitely looks as though this cliff continues, and if that's the case, we're not going to take this any further. We come from the other side on another day from Maycott side and Hangman's Bay and work our way this way and see what it's like. I'm sure there must be some kind of paths and stuff for people to walk around up on this section on the upper ridge. I don't see that they would have fishermen because I see fishing poles here, which would indicate that yes, there is a section up there. So I'll look see if I can find any easy step up, and if I can, I'll go that way. And then we'll continue later, but right now it just keeps going and going, and with the shoes I have on, not worth the risk. But what a beautiful section. Okay, so we'll see you later on. Other one on this here or not depends on how my adventures go in the next few minutes, but I need to practice in the bike and get a little more secure and challenge this cliff. So I'll see you all later on. Have a great day. Hope you're enjoying our little trek this morning. This is our first ultra low tide trek, so have a great day. See you all later. Love from Barbados. Alright, so we have found the steps that we saw earlier on. We're going to try and see if we can get a shortcut back up this way. Maybe take it and go a loop around, make it a little more interesting as well. Don't even know if this will make it to the actual vlog itself, but here we go. These are the steps that we saw when we were on our venture going northward. It actually was a lot more challenging coming back the other way, to tell you the honest truth. I don't know if these are actually going to someone's property, it looks like. Yes, they do. I thought this was a public thoroughfare. Apparently it is not. It looks like someone's property, so make our way back down and go again. Oh, lots of spiders attacking my big hat. Still the adventure continues. Quite interesting, lovely. Very steep steps. I didn't actually think these would have been to a villa, but then again I should have known better, because if you have a real high-end villa in this area here, you're going to want some access to the beach, even if it's limited sand, so at least you can get down and have a look. Good to swim off of here, I guess, on most days, and get a little swim out here. Or I guess you only have to walk around the corner if it is low tide, because there's no way you can get around this corner at high tide out here, that's for sure. But look at the beauties from up here. Sea is stunning, absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here, no question about that. Blessed just to be out here experiencing this absolute stunning beauty and peace. Peace beyond words. Alright, so we're going to shut down again, see where we go from here. What is that you see over there? Hold on a sec, let's have a look together, hold on. Beach! Beach! We have finally found beach again. Oh, it is so nice to coming back to sand once more. Not coming across, everybody knows that I have, well actually a lot of you may not know, so maybe I should tell you all. I actually had the gold medal at reef skating. However, today really was a big challenge for me, although I have that medal. I hate to say that, but I'm sure if they held the Olympics here that I would most definitely carry away the gold medal again. But that's reef skating. That's another category that you all may not be familiar with. I told you already, I have all the gold medals, every gold medal you can imagine, and any that I can imagine as well. Beautiful, 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 beautiful area. Absolutely stunning. A little disappointed with the cliff. I was hoping we would have got around. As I said, I've never been down below it myself, so that was a nice experience for me. It's something a little different. Something to go into the archives, and then you can decide for yourself if you can go beyond there. If you don't have any camera equipment, or if you have something you can really keep dry in some kind of container and keep it high above certain sections, well, by all means, go and check it out. Because I'm sure around the area got to be breathtaking before you get to Hangman's Bay. It must be just stunning. I've seen a lot of fishermen on the top ridge. I've been, as I said, years ago on the top ridge, a long time ago, when it was a big open pasture at that time. But that's so long ago, man, it's hard to even remember it. Maybe it was another area. Whoops, almost went down there. Glad you all saw that Olympic skill there. I told you already, I am a certified and gold medal holder of the many times envied and a lot of times respected reef skating. That was a little bit tedious, as I told you before. These shoes are definitely not holding the grip like the other ones would have, but no mind. It's just a learning lesson. As I say all the time, if you make a mistake, you learn from it. Just so you don't make it again is the important part, As long as you recognize it's been a mistake, you try and do it better next time. So, there we go. That was our walk for this morning. We've gone along from Hull, the surf break at Hull, which is just here in front of us in this general area here. And we went as far up the cement plant as we could get, but ran out of correct attire, and definitely a challenging thing. It's not something that I would hurry back here to do. I will come from the other side of Hangman's Bay and see how close back here I can get. Maybe from out there I'll find your footpath on the ridge, sorry. But for now we'll call it that. Don't want to go any further down because we're going to save that section for a vlog one morning. Have a wonderful day. Love you all. Hope you all are enjoying your off day as I am mine. This ultra low tide gave me the opportunity to see something that I thought all along existed, which is not, and that's a clear path around the front edge here over to Hangman's Bay. So learning, beautiful, a lovely substitute for White Hat Plan, but don't worry, White Hat Plan for you all. When that day comes, you're gonna be blown away. Have an awesome time, everyone. Love you all. Greetings from New York. Take care, stay safe, and love your fellow man as you would love yourself. Have a great day.